Welcome back to my channel. I'm Maria and this is Maria's Inspirations. Today we are going to make a TBR list for May. If you don't know what TBR means, it means to be read. So it's like a list of books that you want to read for the month, that you want to accomplish reading and try to get as much as you can. My first problem is I have a subscription for Book of the Month that I started, and I am behind on a lot of my books. I have decided to read or listen to at least 2 Book of the Month books every single month, because I also can't decide. I'm a really indecisive person, and like right now I have it's almost the end of April. We have like another week left. But I have like 4 books that I've started and I'm halfway through. And it's not that I don't like the books. I just can't decide on what genre to read most of the times. That's my issue. I decided to I wrote all the Book of the Month books that I currently have, wrote them on a piece of paper, and I put this in my jar. And I'm going to pick and choose every month and try to read those books. Try to get through as much as possible because I don't have any room left. This pile over here is books that I have to read. And then I have a cart downstairs in my living room that I have to read still. So we're going to pull 2 out of here. And then also I did this one too. Different prompts. I have a reading journal that I'm using. I can show that in another video if you guys want to see that one. It's actually really, really nice. I got it from a small business. And there's like different prompts in that book too, whereas like the title have to have red on it. The title have to start with a J, a P, a book or an author that takes place in this area. And then I also added like some other different prompts to use too. Some of these prompts are multiplied. So I could pull like, oh, I have to read 2 historical fictions this month. I'm going to pull 2 Book of the Book months books, and then 3 of these, 3 prompts. And then I have to pick books that matches those prompts. If you don't know, I'm obsessed with Friends. That's my favorite TV show. Obsessed with it, so I have a lot of Friends stuff. But anyways, I think I'm going to start with the Book of the Month books. And I'm just going to pull from there. Okay, so the first book. First one is, I don't know, that will Head Over Heels. I feel like it's about gymnastics and a coach and sexual abuse. Oh no, I'll be back. Head Over Heels. I'll read the summary. Okay, the past 7 years have been hard on Avery Abrams. After training her entire life to make the Olympic gymnastics team, a disastrous performance ended her athletic career for good. Her best friend and teammate Jasmine went on to become an Olympic champion, then committed the ultimate betrayal by marrying their coach Dimitri. Now, reeling from a breakup with her football star boyfriend, Avery returns to her Massachusetts hometown where her old acquaintance Ryan, now a coach, asks her to help him train Haley, a promising young gymnast with Olympic aspirations. Back in the gym for the first time in years, she's surprised not only by Haley's talent, but also by the sparks flying with Ryan. But when a shocking scandal in the gymnastics world breaks, it has shattering consequences for the sport. I almost feel like this is based around the Larry Nassar situation that happened in the gymnastic community that basically shocked the entire world. So I think it has something to do that's going to be related to that. For the next Book of the Month pick. You want to say hi? Come say hi. This is Sammy. Easy boy. You want to help me pick? Ready? Number 2. Kind of hope it's oh, I got 2 of them. Ooh, I know what this one is. A lot of people are talking it. Part of Your World. So I know what this is. It's a romance novel, and I've heard a lot of people have said that it's actually really, really good. But 1 second, and I'll go grab it. Okay, I got it. Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Sorry, I don't know how to say the last name, so sorry if I totally butchered that. Yeah, so I've actually heard a lot about this book, and so far what I've heard is that a lot of people have loved it or liked it really well. So, wild bet, gourmet grilled cheese sandwich, and cuddle with a baby goat. Alexis Montgomery has had her world turned upside down. The cause, Daniel Grant, a ridiculously hot carpenter who's 10 years younger than her, and as casual as they come, the complete opposite of sophisticated city girl Alexis. And yet their chemistry is undeniable. While her ultra-wealthy parents want her to carry on the family legacy of world-renowned surgeons, Alexis doesn't need glory or fame. She's fine with being a mere ER doctor. In every minute she spends with Daniel in the tight-knit town where he lives, she's discovering just what's really important. Yet letting their relationship become anything more than a short-term fling would mean turning her back on her family and giving up the opportunity to help thousands of people. Bringing Daniel into her world is impossible, and yet she can't just give up the joy she's found with him either. With so many differences between them, how can Alexis possibly choose between her world and his? So another romance novel, which romance is one of my favorite genres to read, so I'm super excited for this one. The next thing we're going to do is just the general prompts here. So that can be like different locations, certain things that are on the cover, certain genre. And I'm going to pick 3 of these. First one is, I regret this already, over 400 pages. So find something over 400, which honestly might be really easy to do. Maybe. I don't know, but I'll have to find something for that. Okay, I'm just gonna pull all the prompts at the same time that I have to do, and then go find the books, and then come. Well, I guess I'll do this green one that fell out. Mystery / suspense book. Mystery / suspense book. I think I know I have a lot of thrillers, but I don't know if they're necessarily mystery. So I'm probably gonna have to look that up just to double check. Last one, okay, yellow and green. Maybe I should do a pink one. I'll do the one that fell out. I think I have too many prompts in there. Has jewelry on the cover. Great. I have no idea. I'm definitely gonna have to search through every book I have. But you know what? It's gonna be okay. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be great. I'll be back and I'll be back. Okay, so I think I have the books. I think I got them. So, the one that I pulled, okay, mystery / suspense book. So, I started this book, I'm only like 2 chapters in. This is one of the books that I started, but I just did not finish reading. But I'm gonna read it now. And it's another book of the month book, so yay. is for mystery slash suspense. I'm going to do The Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. The summary for you guys. In 1977, Clear Lake, Oregon, was shaken by the Lady Killer murderers. Two men, seemingly randomly, were murdered with the same gun, with strange notes left behind. Beth Greer was the perfect suspect, a rich, eccentric 23-year-old woman seen fleeing one of the crime scenes, but she was acquitted, and she retreated to the isolation of her mansion. Oregon, 2017. Shay Collins is a receptionist, but by night she runs a true crime website, The Book of Cold Cases, a passion fueled by the attempted abduction she escaped as a child. When she meets Beth by chance, Shay asks her for an interview. To Shay's surprise, Beth says yes. Am I saying that right, Shay? It might be Shia. I'm still going to say it Shay, though. They meet regularly at Beth's mansion. Though Shay is never comfortable there, items move when she's not looking, and she could swear she's seen a girl outside the window. The allure of learning the truth about the case from the smart, charming Beth is too much to resist. But even as they grow closer, Shay senses something isn't right. Is she making friends with a manipulative murderer, or are there other dangers lurking in the darkness of the Greer house? So, very suspenseful. Definitely a mystery to see who the actual murderer is. And I'm excited. And 2 chapters in, I have no idea who the murderer is yet. So, and the next pop I pulled was over 400 pages. I actually had a lot of options to choose from, which I didn't think that I necessarily would, because all of the books I usually read are in like the 300 to like 350 range. But I actually had a couple. Now that I'm thinking about it, I actually might switch my pick. Originally, I was going to go with one of these two, but then I remembered I still have to read A Court of Mist and Fury. And I think that's over 400 pages. It is. It's over 400 pages. And I actually have A Court of Mist and Fury on my Kindle. So it would be nice to get a book that's also on my Kindle. So I think I'm going to go with A Court of Mist and Furies instead. Side note, I read ACOTAR last year, loved it. I started reading Court of Mist and Fury, and I like it, I love it, but I know something's gonna change, and I don't want that to happen. Okay? I do not want the main character to fall in love with anybody else. And I know that's gonna happen, I already know. I just don't want those two to be together. I mean, maybe, so I stopped reading it. So I'm on like 25%. But, you know what, this might be the hump to get me to that, because people seem to love those two as a couple. I'm just not there yet. But I think I'm going to do A Court of Mist and Fury as over 400 pages one. And then skip out on these two for this month. Actually, I might read this if I have time. Okay, the last book I had is, it has to have jewelry on the cover. Okay, so I was like trying to find a book that just had like a jewelry on the cover. Whether it was a ring, a necklace, a bracelet, like anything. And I couldn't find any of that. It's called The Hookup Dilemma. So the girl is wearing earrings. You know what? So I counted that as jewelry on the cover, because I didn't have a book that had like just jewelry on the cover. So I'm going to count this one as it. So I'm going to read the back. Rashida. I think it's Rashida. Howard has never been a one-night stand kind of woman, but she has good reason for making an exception for Elliot after meeting him in a bar. Cliche? Yes. Utterly amazing? Absolutely. Regrets? None. Elliot Quinn is a workaholic. The one night he decides to break his routine, he has an encounter with the woman of his dreams. But no matter how amazing they are together, work will always come first. Both of their lives get turned upside down when they find themselves on opposite sides of an ongoing fight between Elliot's company and Rasad's community. The other chemistry is undeniable. Neither of them will risk their integrity or their heart. And just when they think they might have found a solution that benefits both sides, they uncover a secret that will change everything. So I think it's going to be a cute romance. Okay, so here are the books that I'm going to be reading. Also, Courage and Miss and Fury on Kindle. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you so much for coming along the ride with me with trying to find books that match these prompts. Please like and subscribe or comment down below if you have read any of the books, if you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, or any other recommendations for books that you have for me. And I'll see you guys next time.